You know!
The Sumerian specialist looks a lot like Master Tengen. We learn that the Sumerians don't even have specific genders that humans know of. And this reminds me of exactly what Tengen said when she evolved beyond humanity. Tengen informed us that she is not immune to aging despite being immortal. And when she didn't receive a star plasma vessel due to Toji's actions, after 500 years, she ended up looking like this. So that's the clue that the Sumerian aliens could be centuries, if not thousands of years old. They then learned that the spaceship is hovering above Japan. But how can it be left undetected, ABD? I mean, a big ass spaceship in the sky, we even know when asteroids are coming from 15 years away and blah 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 blah, right? How is this possible? Well, it's inferred that the Sumerian technology and curse techniques, it actually allows them to pull it off. After all, they know how to do interstellar travel. Like, think about how insane that is. In real science, interstellar travel is practically impossible with our current technology. The distances between the stars are so massive that even traveling at the speed of light, it would take centuries to get anywhere. Just sustaining human life on a ship for that long, it's one of the biggest questions in space exploration. But these Sumerians, they've cracked it all. Their technology and powerful techniques are so advanced that not only can they cross the stars, they can keep 50,000 of their people alive on a bloody spaceship being sufficient. They even cloak the whole goddamn thing from human detection with a barrier technique. So that's equally impressive, just as terrifying. However, resources will eventually run out, and that resupply moment could be the turning point where Yuka and Sugiri witness the truth with their own eyes. Now, given what I said and all the glazing and the power-ups, what do you think the humans do? They say Yuta and Maki's grandchildren will be assigned this mission. And then I hear the most shonen shit I have ever read. Guess what it is? The power of friendship. They need to melt the hearts of the Sumerian aliens without politics, but with the spirit of the next generation, proving coexistence is possible. But joking aside, this does portray GOJO's words kinda perfectly. He wanted to change the Jujutsu system, and it's proven that it actually has. GOJO's belief that nobody will ever need to be alone again, and that nurturing the next generation with education is the key to breaking the curse of loneliness and fear, well, that's now being addressed. When have we last heard that the higher-ups are actually working with the young people and will support them no matter what in their mission? Now, the torch is being passed to Yuka, Sugiri, and Maru, proving that GOJO's will is still shaping the future. Now, I know geopolitics is hard to understand and kind of like a bruh moment, but Gege is introducing a lot of it, so I'm going to break it all down. We learned that decades ago, after the treaty, Japan grew overconfident. They hid behind international agreements whilst riding a dangerous wave of nationalism. Like, think about it, they had a monopoly on curse energy. No one could F around and find out against Japan anymore. They had Yuji, Maki, and Yuta being special grades that are legendary. They are capable of taking down an entire country on their own, like I said. Not Megami, of course, he apparently died to a grade 3 curse.
Khatam, bye bye, tata, goodbye, gaya.
But that complacency nearly doomed them before, and now history is threatening to repeat itself. As the discussion unfolds, the danger becomes clear. Isolation will always breed fear, and fear always breeds violence. If news of the Sumerian aliens leaks to the public, that fear could quickly spiral into hatred and armed conflict. And if that happens, war is inevitable. But in the meanwhile, Maru has his own confrontation, meeting his twin brother. Now, unlike Maru, who's been living amongst the sorcerers, Cross immediately reminds him of his true mission to observe humanity. The aliens already know that humans are just like them. Good people and bad people exist everywhere. But as Cross explains, what actually matters is whether their philosophies, values, and sense of right and wrong can align. Without that, coexistence means nothing. We then discover Maru has no influence over the Sumerian council. Their opinions are split. Some want peace, others are ready for war. And when war is mentioned, Maru snaps. To him, conflict should never be an option. But his brother claps back that if Maru believes that, he must prove it by continuing to gather information, as that's his duty as a warrior. Now, in a moment that mirrors Yuji and Sukuna's duality, Maru tries offering food to his brother as a way of connecting, but Cross rejects it, choosing instead to head straight to Jujutsu Tech to see it for himself. However, that's where things spiral down once again. Suguri runs into Cross, mistaking him for Maru. And being already skeptical of his nature, Suguri is shocked when Cross brushes him off with arrogance, being rude. This only fuels Suguri's suspicion and resentment. And just like that, conflict breeds once again, proving how easily both sides can fall into hostility. And people, that's where peak fiction leaves us for this week. Join me again as I will explain Sukuna's reincarnation being inside Maru in our next video. Now, if you want to enjoy more peak fiction, watch this.